How's it going, everybody? It is AHappyIceBear Gaming here. With the release of the Black Armory and seeing all the trailers and everything, there is one weapon I am really excited to see coming back. It is the Last Word. The Last Word was originally released back in Destiny 1 as just a random drop or being obtained by Xur whenever he was selling it back in Destiny 1. It was a PvP god. It was very good whenever the hand cannons were in their prime, and it's making its way back into Destiny 2 as an exotic quest called the Draw later in January, or towards the end of January. I think it's on like the 28th or the 29th of January. Either or, all irrelevant, but I just kind of want to talk about the weapon itself and what I would like to see from the weapon coming back into the meta and everything, and how everything's going to play out for it in the end. The Last Word was a very fast-firing hand cannon which you slap the back of the hammer in order to make it fire, and you can aim down sights, but the sights really jumped up really high whenever you actually shot it that way, but you could still hit your headshots. But it was more meant for shooting from the hip like the old gunslingers used to do back in the Western style days. And the way the meta is right now, I don't know how it would perform really in Crucible, but I would like to see it be used more for like PvE activities. The reason why I say that is Last Word wasn't bad for PvE, but there were other better alternatives like Hawkmoon and even Thorn, Fatebringer, everything like that you could possibly think of, or any good legendary hand cannon with a really good roll. But seeing that it's coming back into Destiny 2, and there's not really a whole lot of good hand cannons outside of Ace of Spades or Midnight Coup, or any real decent hand cannon with a good roll on it. But with this being, the Last Word, and it being a Destiny 1 gun, I would like to see it be more loved in the PvE side of things, and less so in PvP. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind seeing it being really good in PvE. No, sorry, PvP. With the way the meta is, I don't know how well it will perform, considering we have Titans running around with shotguns and shoulder charging people. That's kind of the meta right now. So I wouldn't be too surprised if that still stayed the meta, but I would like to see some more love for it in the PvE style of things. And I don't know how the quest is going to be, well performed, because apparently we're going to be seeing Shin Malphur coming back into it, and the Drifter's kind of pissed off about us, talking to him or consulting with him in order to get the Last Word. I don't know what the deal is there. I know that the Drifter is a rogue light bearer, and he had some run-ins with Shin Malphur, but Shin Malphur didn't really have any evidence to dispatch him because he wasn't really a threat to the tower or people who were living at the tower. So I don't know what the whole ordeal is there. I'll probably have to look up some more lore, or read some lore tabs, or look at some more lore videos about the Drifter. I don't know too much about him other than he was part of the cult of Dredgen, who conjured up he's the person who made Malfeasance and Thorn and everything like that. They're the people who go through and try and eliminate Guardians. He was a part of that group, but I think he kind of left that scene. And Shin Malphur's like, I don't know if I trust you. You were in that whole thing, and I could have killed you, but I'm going to let you live for now and see what you do. Sort of thing. It's kind of the gist I'm getting out of it. But back to the Last Word. The Last Word itself is a really cool hand cannon. I would love to see some more love for it in the PvE style of things. It's not bad, but I would love to see it more for PvE style gameplay. And I hope they tone back the recoil and everything, because just trying to hit things in the head at, further ranges compared to Ace of Spades and any other hand cannon that you are most comfortable with using, I would just love to see this have a little bit more love in that style of gameplay more than PvP. I wouldn't, don't get me wrong, I would love to have it really good for PvP, but I didn't really use it outside of that. And even then, I didn't use it that much either because of the hand cannon nerf that we got probably right around sometime either during or after the Taken King. And as far as the quest goes, I'm glad it's a quest, but I'm kind of upset that it's coming later. I almost thought, why don't we just get it now or sometime a few weeks after the launch of Black Armory? But it's neither here or there. And as far as it being a copy and paste from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2. It looks like it's getting some revamped perks, or at least the one that we've seen that a lot of the big YouTubers like Houndish and any other person who's probably talked about it. I've seen it more from Houndish saying like, oh, this perk was on Last Word, we're getting a revamped version of it, yada yada yada. And I'm kind of hoping it's like the Thunderlord in terms of like it gets a really good rework and it's really, really good for most activities. I don't want it just good for one activity. I want it to be good for any activity I decide to use it in, whether it be strikes, gambit, crucible, pretty much a balanced gun where I can use it pretty much just about anywhere in any activity that I feel like using. Now with the quest itself, it's supposed to be like a 640 to 650 quest from some of the leaked images about the draw. So I'm kind of upset about that if I decide to say, well, if I don't play like 1 week, or if I'm too busy and doing other things or playing other games at the time and I don't have time to hop on and play, which is not very likely. I'm going to be grinding the hell out of it because I never got to do the Forge yet because I took a fairly long break from Destiny. I can't wait until the weapon comes back. I'm really excited for it. I hope Bungie does a really good job with the quest itself to where it would feel like replay worthy. And I know that they did the same thing with the Ace in the Hole quest for Cade's weapon, going through and doing all that sort of thing, and I'm kind of hoping they do the same thing here with in terms of replay value in the heroic story missions. I can only hope at this point, but we'll see. Another thing I would like to see on the weapon itself, like how Ace of Spades is right now, whenever it has the twirl, whenever you reload the hand cannon itself, I wouldn't mind if they copy that reload animation and put it over there onto Last Word to speed up the reload speed, or maybe give it some extra damage. I wouldn't mind them copying something like that from the Ace of Spades over to that, to where it would feel unique with the twirl and doing all that shit with the gun itself would be really cool, and I'm kind of hoping Bungie takes that into consideration as well. I don't know how you guys would probably feel about that sort of thing. If you like Ace of Spades, you may be like, yeah, that'd be kind of cool seeing that on the Last Word as well, but I guess we'll have to see and wait, and hopefully Bungie might do that sort of thing. I wouldn't mind if they copied that and threw it on to that as well. Either way, I know this is a very short video, and I'm sorry I haven't done this in a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me your thoughts and opinions on how you feel Last Word will do in, Destiny 2's meta with how everything is and the terms of hand cannons, and how you think it would stand out whenever it comes into game then. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to stay up to date with the channel. Hit the bell tab for notifications on whenever I may be going live or posting a new video. But either way, thank you again, and I will see you all in the next one.